The last 24 hours in crypto definitely has been a shaky time, and I feel as though the market is getting a little bit on edge, waiting for something big to happen, waiting for anything to push the prices higher, and we're starting to see a lot of people getting a little bit impatient, maybe getting a little bit concerned, but I will tell you guys right now, as an XRP holder, I'm going to tell you guys that I am not worried at all. In fact, we just witnessed one of the most massive, quarters ever in history. We are also trading at levels that if we go back to 2021, for an example, we would have been celebrating. Nowadays, we have a lot of people complaining that XRP is not moving higher or higher in a faster way. And it's kind of comical, but listen, we have a lot to talk about. This video, I'm going to tell you guys why XRP is set to explode much, much higher. In fact, a lot of the information that we're going to go over in this video should provide you with a little bit of comfort around XRP. So welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. And also, if you guys haven't gone and, checked out Caleb and Brown, I do have a link down in the description below under the exchanges tab. Guys, 24/7 access, 24/7 customer support, and it's regulated. This is one of the best exchanges for US-based investors because let's just be honest, our exchange offerings in the US are terrible. Outside of Coinbase, you really only have a few to choose from. And, Uphold isn't the best. We know this because of their customer support. So, if you want to get access to a 24/7 customer support and also regulated exchange, go and check out Caleb and Brown. You guys won't regret it. Test it out, trial it, see if you guys like it. If you don't have to stick with it. If you guys do, hey, maybe you found your new favorite exchange. But outside of that, let's go over here and check out some things happening in the market. Now, at the current moment in time that I am recording this, we are under 100K for Bitcoin, just around $3,000 for Ethereum, and XRP is under $2.80. Now, I am going to say right now that I am recording this a little bit ahead of time. But if we look at the last 1 year, and I want to more so go back because, guys, this last quarter for XRP has been a historical one. It's not just price-wise. It's also the trading volume. It's also the DEX volume. It's also the moves being made around XRP that tells me that this is going to go much higher. I mean, most of this market outside of like Bitcoin and just a couple altcoins, most of the moves have been very minuscule. Even if we look at the last 90 days, there's a lot of great gains across the board here. These are very small, though, compared to what we are used to seeing when it comes to alt season. But XRP having a massive last 90 days, up about almost 450%. I mean, listen, I'm not complaining about XRP's price action at all, and I don't think anyone else should because of how good XRP has been in just the last 90 days alone. But also, if we go over here to the xpmarket.com website, we could see the overall market cap of the XRP Ledger tokens. And guys, this has been very significant. We could see the market cap hitting at one point in time almost 300 million, which is pretty crazy when we are looking at some of those tokens. But also, when you look at some of the monthly volume here, I mean, it's been very, very significant. The amount of trades, active traders, listed assets, trust lines. I mean, the XRP ledger has been growing massively over the last couple months, and this is very good. And on top of that, we did get the quarterly for XRP markets report from Ripple, and there's been a lot of significant developments. Number one, the price action, 280% price movement as regulatory uncertainty faded, XRP demand soared. Policy shift, US shifts towards regulatory clarity and banking access for crypto. And then, of course, institutional momentum. 5 issuers filed for a spot XRP ETF. Now, it's not just 5. Even Brad said, suffice it to say, Q4 2024 was absolutely one for the XRP history books. 5 different firms filed for XRP-related ETPs in the US, plus 4 more this month. RLUSD launched, hitting a 100 million market cap within a month, and on-chain XRP Ledger DEX volume surged, reaching 1 billion in Q4. more pretty incredible stats in our quarterly XRP markets report. Now, I do like the fact that he did say plus 4 more because, yes, it's up to actually 9 XRP related ETPs. We know that in this article, they did include, of course, the Wisdom Tree one, Coin Shares. Then we also got Bitwise, Canary Capital, and also 21 Shares, which was the 5. Now, we also know that Total Capital filed for a leverage ETF with XRP involved. That's 6. Next up, we had the NYSE ARCA moves to convert Grayscale's XRP Trust as firms push for SEC sign-off. This was basically 7. And then we also had Purpose, investment files, preliminary prospectus for an XRP ETF, which was also 8. And I don't know what the 9th one is, but hey, we're up to like 9 ETF filings for XRP, which is kind of crazy. I mean, just wait until the big players actually start to, file, which is like BlackRock, Fidelity. Who knows who's next up on the list, but I do expect an XRP ETF to get approved pretty quickly. And by the way, talking about that, we are seeing some of the betting going on. You can actually see this over on polymarket.com. We have the Ripple ETF approval in 2025, and we could see that this is sitting at about roughly 81%. At some points, it was hitting well over like almost 90%. We got to like 86 or so percent. But I do question, do you guys think that an ETF for XRP is going to be happening this year? And if you don't think so, I want you guys to comment the reasons why, because in my opinion, an ETF just seems like it's inevitable at this point. We know that Monica Long said that it's basically inevitable. We know that Brad Garlinghouse said that it's basically inevitable, which yes, it is, but they also said that it's going to happen this year. So we'll watch, wait, and see. Obviously, the ETF has been a very big narrative around this space. We know even now, Bitcoin's ETF has been going around everywhere talking about the comparison with the gold ETF. And I just think that XRP could definitely make a lot of waves in this space, having an ETF, because of just how big of a spotlight there is on XRP, especially, with it being the number 3rd largest crypto asset. It's the number 1 in terms of the Made in America tokens by market capitalization as well. So I just feel as though it's a no-brainer to have an ETF, trading live for XRP. But outside of this, let's jump on into this quarterly report for the XRP ledger and XRP itself. And first, we're met with, for over a decade, Ripple has been leading the charge on crypto innovation, building solutions leveraging XRP and the XRPL, and providing crypto infrastructure for financial institutions. Ripple publishes the quarterly XRP markets report, sharing insights on the state of crypto markets and updates on the XRP ecosystem. As an XRP holder, Ripple values open communication and trust, driving global adoption and building utility for crypto. Here are some of the key highlights. Number 1, after years of market manipulation by the SEC, XRP, once the second most valuable digital asset, rebounded as that regulatory overhang eased, surging by 280% in quarter 4. Then they also do note President Trump's executive order marked a monumental shift, paving the way for innovation and tremendous growth in the U.S. by calling for regulatory clarity through comprehensive legislation and fair banking access for legal crypto businesses. The demand for XRP products continued on its positive trajectory as WisdomTree and CoinShares filed an S1 for a spot XRP ETF, joining 3 other ETF issuers, including Bitwise, Canary Capital, and also 21 Shares. Now, here we have the crypto market summary. The final quarter of 2024 marked a turning point for the crypto market, sparking optimism for a new era of growth for the industry, specifically in the U.S. following President Donald Trump's victory. Markets focused on how the Federal Reserve would navigate interest rate cuts, wary of triggering inflation. The Fed's cautious approach contributed to a stable environment, which coincided with a broad rally across global assets, including, of course, cryptocurrencies. Amid this rally, XRP stood out with a 280% surge during quarter 4. This rise reflected more than just market dynamics. It was a recovery years in the making. Ripple and the broader XRP ecosystem had been stifled by the SEC's actions, which artificially manipulated the market, dampened trader confidence, and held back growth. 7 years ago, before the SEC anointed ETH and attacked XRP and Ripple, XRP was the second most valuable digital asset. With regulatory overhang easing, XRP found itself in a new position of strength. XRP's rally was driven by strong demand on major exchanges, with Binance leading the way, 36% of spot volume, followed by Upbit Korea with 20% and Coinbase with 9%. Following Trump's election victory, spot trading volumes across all exchanges surged significantly, averaging about 5 billion daily from mid-November through December, up from 500 million the previous month. December 2nd marked a record-breaking day with nearly $25 billion in spot volume traded across CC Data's top-tier exchanges. Notably, Coinbase doubled its share of total XRP trading volume, underscoring U.S. enthusiasm and demand for crypto. The majority of activity in the XRP market centered on spot trading rather than short-term speculative bets, a sign that buyers were buying to hold, reflecting confidence in XRP's long-term potential based on many external market dynamics. Institutional demand for XRP products continued to increase as WisdomTree CoinShares filed for an S1 for a spot XRP ETF, as well as others including Bitwise, Canary Capital, and 21 Shares. With the new U.S. administration at the helm and continued strong institutional interest, the crypto industry is poised for a period of unprecedented growth and innovation, which we have yet to actually see. So that's exactly why I'm also really kind of looking forward to what's about to happen with crypto in the U.S. We also have the SEC lawsuit. On January 15th, the SEC filed its opening brief in its appeal as expected. The SEC's appeal was a rehash of arguments that have already failed in court. Notably, Ripple had requested the SEC to postpone the filing of their opening brief considering the forthcoming leadership changes, but the SEC, of course, refused. In terms of the next steps, Ripple will formally respond to this brief by April 16th and looks forward to working with the new SEC leadership. It's important to note that the appeal does not question whether XRP itself is a security. To understand more about what the SEC is, and more importantly, isn't appealing, please refer to this fact sheet, which they do link. And then, of course, we have a new era of pro-innovation regulation in the U.S., which we already pretty much know about in terms of a lot of those executive orders. I don't think that we really need to go over that. But also, global regulatory developments. We are starting to see a little bit of an acceleration across the board. You know, in the EU, we have MiCA. Asia Pacific, we have a lot of those VASPs, which are virtual asset service providers. They are positioning themselves as basically a leader around this because their licensing process has been accelerated to really kind of keep up. On top of that, we also have Abu Dhabi Global Markets Financial Services Regulatory Authority, which is the FSRA. They have actually introduced, a few frameworks around crypto to really kind of drive markets there as well. Now, here we have a deep dive in terms of the actual XRP markets. So taking a look at the XRP markets in quarter four, XRP volumes were elevated as average daily volumes were at about 3.4 billion on top tier exchanges. The XRP Bitcoin ratio increased 130% over quarter four. This is particularly significant during a time when Bitcoin reached its, at the time, all-time high of around 108K. So XRP was actually rallying against Bitcoin and gaining a lot of momentum, even though Bitcoin was trading at all-time highs, which is crazy to see. And here we could actually see the XRP price and realize volatility as well. We could see that the increase was more than 500%. And, this was, listen, this was a crazy move on XRP. We could actually see the major tokens prices and volume end of quarter four figures. And we could see Bitcoin, ETH, and even XRP. We could also see the 7-day average daily volume and the 30-day as well, by the 90-day, the 365-day as well. And you could see just how close this was in terms of XRP and Ethereum and even Bitcoin. So, XRP was a massive winner in quarter four, 100%. And we have spot exchange volume, it was held steady at about approximately 1 billion, but dropped to around 500 million throughout October and into mid-November. However, following Trump's election win, spot trading volumes across all exchanges saw a substantial increase, averaging about $5 billion daily. And you could see that $25 billion spike in the beginning of December. And of course, spot exchange volumes, again, you guys can pretty much look into this if you really wanted to. But it's just showing you guys how significant XRP actually was during these times. Now, of course, the state of the XRP ledger, RLUSD, is now available. We can see all of the providers that are, supporting it. Stablecoin market is over 220 billion. RLUSD is, at the forefront of this, and it's definitely going to continue in terms of stablecoins driving the next wave of adoption, around utility. RLUSD can enable instant settlements for, cross-border payments, integrate with DeFi markets and things like that. We already pretty much know the deal. But also in terms of tokenization and RWAs, one thing that I will say is that, XRP is becoming the main choice for this. We have, as more institutions explore asset tokenization, the XRP ledger has become the blockchain of choice for RWA tokenization, given its purpose-built design for fast, cost-effective, and scalable transactions. So XRP and the XRPL are right at the forefront of the institutional side of things. I mean, even with Societe Generale launching their stablecoin, V, which is a MiCA compliant stablecoin on the XRP ledger, it really kind of shows you and really kind of solidifies XRP and the XRP ledger as a massive institutional player. I really do think that everyone should be focused on what XRP is doing. You know, I really do think that all of these amendments, all of the moves being made around XRP and around the XRPL are really kind of putting it at the forefront of the next wave of adoption, which is, of course, the institutional side. And even talking about, we have institutional DeFi on the XRP ledger, and this is where we do see a lot of those amendments really kind of being labeled and mentioned, because this is all really kind of supporting and promoting institutional grade adoption of the XRP ledger. And on-chain activity, I mean, guys, wallets soared. You know, they made a substantial jump to 709K from 140K in Q3. I mean, think about how crazy that is. So as we're really watching the XRP ledger, I mean, it's very clear that transactions grew significantly, okay? Even though it's saying here Q4 of 2024, they dropped, the actual amount of fees increased. So even though the transactions themselves dropped, I feel like the volume around a lot of these transactions actually increased. And we can see the quarter-over-quarter growth here in terms of those, the amount of XRP burn for transaction fees was about almost 20, it was like 22.29%. But here we have the average cost per transaction. We have the average XRP price as well. And we have the average cost per transaction, volume on DEX, which over 1 billion. I mean, a growth rate of almost 1,500% quarter over quarter. Trust lines grew about 8.21%. And then the number of wallets saw a growth of 404%. I mean, it's insane. So as we really look at the Q4 report of XRP, it's clear that XRP has become a big name in this space. It always has been, but I feel like right now it's on stage. Everyone is focused on XRP and what's about to happen next. And we have so many big catalysts around XRP still yet to actually be announced. The lawsuit, the ETFs. I mean, just think about where XRP is actually headed this cycle. At the same exact time that Bitcoin dominance still has yet to break below 50%, solidifying alt season. So just buckle up, prepare, because I am expecting a much larger move this cycle for XRP. And that should take us well over $4 plus. And, you know, I'm really kind of looking at those high figures of roughly like 5 to 7 and then 7 to 10. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord on the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.